What's up everybody and welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Alex. I'm an artist who likes to do paintings, wood sculptures, and anything in between. I'm going to be taking you on the journey through some of my projects, but hopefully that inspires you to make something on your own. Anyways, today we're going to be making a tree that I designed. It's going to have some cool features and shapes to it, so let's jump right into the video. What's that for? This is to cut a straight lines so that way it can fit flush into the base. Alright, so now that the piece is fully cut out, this is what we're working with. A tree, right? I was kind of mentioning earlier that I want to make it more three-dimensional and stuff, so I'm going to cut more wood that are basically going to be like the pattern of the tree. So I'm going to have like triangles kind of coming out. So now we're going to cut these triangles out and we're going to place them all over the tree, and then I'll take you on to the next step. Okay, now that we have all those cut out, another thing I'm going to cut out is the eyes, because I want to have two eyes that are also popping out of the sculpture so that it's also more three-dimensional from like top to bottom. So we're going to cut out two eyes and then we'll be ready to go for the next step. So now that we have pieces cut out, we're gonna have an eye, right? You know, theoretically it's gonna be popped out like either half an inch, 2 inches, however far we want it to go out, because it's gonna have a metal rod like this with nuts on it. So when the nuts are screwed onto it, right, like this, you could string as many as you want on it, and then we're gonna put a hole in the eye right now, and then this is gonna go through the board like this, and through the other piece, through the tree, and through the other eye. That's essentially what we're gonna do with the eyes. And then same idea goes for the tree. what we're gonna do is flip it over. And now that we have the holes, we know exactly where the triangles are gonna go. So I'm gonna pick out the best triangles that we have made for the back side. If they need some extra cutting, I'm gonna cut them and then place them up and drill the holes through here. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna tape these down so they don't move. Because I'm gonna have to flip this over and drill through the existing holes so we don't make new holes. Now that we have all of our pieces to the puzzle, what are we gonna do? We're gonna make the base. For the base, I'm going to take this piece of wood, cut it in half so that it's thicker, and then come up with a design. I have not done that yet, but you know, it'll be some sort of squiggly something. Probably have a brush for this, but my fingers are gonna work. There, and now we're going to just put weight on top of it to hold it down so it can glue nicely. Okay, so I'm going to cut the rod that's going to be holding all the different pieces together for the trees. So I'm going to have 5 pieces of this rod for the triangles on the tree trunk, and then I'm gonna have another rod, it's thicker, but for the eyes. So this first marking that I did is a little over 3 inches. So I need 5 of these rods, so I'm gonna just make a bunch of lines anywhere from 2.5 inches to like 4.5 inches, so they can be different lengths. Now we have 5 rods, like that. It's time to get dusty and sand everything down. So I kind of forgot that I wanted to cut out this mouth, so we're just going to be doing that now before we keep sanding. Now that this is cut exactly how we want it, back to the sanding. Everywhere I go, you're in my dreams and thoughts. There's no escaping from your love. screws that I'm going to use on the sculpture. So that's what I'll be doing right now. Ready to make this piece beautiful, so I'm going to paint everything and see how it comes out. finished the front side. So this is gonna be the pattern. These like spray polka dots. And then we're gonna have these blue triangles that are gonna be, you know, on top of the sculpture, right? Popping out. But I finished the black lines and everything like that. So now we're just gonna flip it over, do the back side, and then we'll be ready to piece everything together.
Lighten up these shadows.
Sticking in the tree to make sure it fits. I'm not done painting it and everything, but just so it has time to set before I finish up.
Yeah, your stereo. Lighten up these shadows.
Now that everything is dry and painted, we're going to be assembling all the other pieces on top of this. So this is the stand, also it's dry. Boom. 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 So here are all of our bolts, right? We have our colored nuts, we have colored washers, and colored cap nuts for these. So this is all of our material we're working with, and here, these are gonna be a little bit hard to stick in, so I'm gonna re-drill them out. Now I'm ready to stick these first ones on. So this is how I'm gonna do it. We're gonna do this first one. I'm trying to think if I want to do these caps on it too. Think that would be fun? Yeah. Yeah, okay, let's try it. This, we'll take a green one. stick it through the hole, and it's kind of like more three-dimensional, right? That's kind of what we're going for here. And we'll put some purple ones on this side. And that is the first one. Alright, I love this thing. I'm gonna touch it up and brush all, there's like tons of dust on it and everything. And then I'm gonna spray it down, and it'll be a finalized piece, another one to add to the collection. Super happy with how this piece turned out. I think it looks phenomenal. I love the new 3D aspect to it. So thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe, and we'll be back for more.